making the choice. I guess it's to be or not to be, but it's bigger than that. I've been a hermit for so long that I have convinced myself that I love being alone and not being bothered and living in my peace and enjoying my own particular type of solitude, which is true. But as I reflect, I recall before I became my hermit self, enjoying the spice of life, enjoying socializing. And I just said to myself, get a life, have a life. Not in a bad sense, because I can't see myself out all the time. There are people that are always doing things, and that can even be a coping mechanism to not be alone with themselves. I've seen that firsthand. Not to be overly stimulated, but to interact. I think sometimes that we get so used to our particular thing that we lose sight of the thing that we actually want. We get into our own particular hamster wheel day in and day out, and we forget to strive for our own personal happiness, our own personal joy. There are things that I want that this hermit self cannot quite achieve. And when you step out of your own particular zone and you allow spirit to move around you in different ways, different epiphanies happen. It's like you don't know what you don't know. And sure, you think, oh, I'll go here and I'll do this and I know what'll happen there, but sometimes you gotta push yourself just a little bit further. I'm struggling with pushing myself today. I've been wanting to push myself. I've been seeking to push myself. And now that the push is available to me, I'm hesitant to walk through the door. I'm thinking of the ways that it won't work instead of thinking of the ways that it will work. I'm thinking about the downside instead of the upside, or just a different facet of what I could be missing. Not in a FOMO sort of sense, but like, you'll never know. How will you know? So, I'm sitting here grappling, shedding my own skin. My old skin, shedding my skin, and allowing myself to become my new self. And change can be hard. It can hurt. It can be scary. And I think I'm dealing with the scary part My mind is frazzled, Mercury's in retrograde, chaos ensues in my mind and my environment. It could just all be in my head for the most part, but I've had to come and take a deep, valiant breath and talk myself into the journey. It's that knowing that you're excited to take the journey, knowing that the journey is there, looking at the door, and taking that big, deep breath before you take that first step. That's where I am. Taking that big, deep breath. So, if you feel like you need a change, and you really kind of know what it is that you have to do, but you may be hesitating to do it, or finding ways not to do it because you have other matters to attend to, I encourage you to make time. As Merv says, you'll never have time if you don't make time. So I'm choosing to make time, to create space, to take up space and go forward. Yeah. So there's that.